Hello and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak. So in the last episode, we went around, well, can't see from in here. We went around doing all the NPC updates and then did a street race side quest. And since I got it wrong, I had to reload back to the beginning of the last episode and do the street race episode. We did it right. And then between episodes, I have went back and talked to everyone. I think I bought all the same stuff and upgraded all the stuff all the little things we did in the episode that got erased. I think I did them the same pretty much. It should be fine. If not, they clearly weren't worth doing. So in this episode, we're going to do the free time and then movies. And then after that, story. I'm pretty sure. So, I have to give Ren, take it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So we have 4. I don't know who I would keep. Obviously, we're keeping Fairy, no matter what. Yume, we should probably keep. Do I keep Nina or Sharid? You know what? Let's do these two, and then I'll save, and then we'll see both, and I'll decide then. I'm probably going to keep Nina, depending on if she has 3 ranks, because that's clearly Nina. I mean, that little hair sticking out is the same as... Right? Yeah, there's no way that's not Nina. She has 3 stars, and Sharid only has 2, so... Yeah. It's kind of up in the air. Okay, let's hang out with... Fairy first. Kind of hungry, going to an Eastern-style restaurant. Okay. They made his way to the Eastern Cuisine restaurant in Tyrell District and ordered meat buns for takeout. Okay. Great. Now to just find somewhere to sit and eat these bad boy... Huh? Mommy, where are you? Mommy! Stop crying. This wouldn't have happened if you hadn't wandered off like that, Mina. Oh, it's Mina. I didn't even think about that. Is that the super annoying little girl that's not good? Hey, it's okay, you two. Everything's gonna be fine. I promise. Want me to take you guys to the police station? I'm sure they'll help you. Really? Does that mean my brother and I will be able to go home? Okay, maybe it's not her. I don't know. I can't remember that little girl's name. Absolutely. For all we know, Abi and Umi could be there waiting for you two already. Abi? Umi? Who are those? Anyway, could you take us there? I don't know where to find it. Sure, no problem. It's not that far at all. At all. We might even run into your parents on the way. It's gonna be a little bit of a walk. Will you be okay? Yeah. That's the whole social link right here. I knew she said she would be hanging around here, but I didn't expect to find her helping out like this. She knows the city pretty well at this point, so there's probably nothing to worry about, but still. Better keep an eye, just in case. We're here. This is the Sidon district. I got a little lost and took the long way around, though. Whoa, what is that? It smells delicious. Hey, stop running off. Wait, that's not the way to the police station. Where are you going at this hour, young lady? It's a little late for children to be running around alone. Hey! Oh, don't worry about us. I'm just taking these lost kids to the police station. Huh? All right, then. Just don't get lost, okay? I'm heading on home myself. Oh, that was surprisingly normal. Whoa. Hey, you're too fast. I'm just glad he didn't cause any trouble. This street goes to the police station, so just stick with me, okay? Okay. Eesh, had me sweating for a sec. Wait, what are they doing? That's the wrong way. Fairy doesn't know the city that well. Huh? What are kids doing out here this late? We're just getting the party started. You brats trying to spoil our fun? I'm scared. Help me. This is just a mess tonight. Look, we're not up to anything. We're just passing by, so could you please let us through? What was that? Don't you get uppity with us, brat. You want through, huh? Well, sorry, kid. You gotta pay the toll, see? Us poor boys gotta eat. Inflation really hit us hard, you know. Huh? Why should I pay you Mira? Do you not have jobs? There are plenty of places you could work to get some money. Say that again? Little punk-ass bitch, wanna go? Spoiled rotten. Never got taught to respect her elders. Well, let's give her a little lesson then. She'll pay in teeth. Huh? Oh no. Ouch. A coin. Ow, what the shit? How can a little girl hit that hard? Do you still want to fight? Or do you want to just want to come with me to the police station? No, ma'am, we're good. We'll start working tomorrow. Yeah, working real hard. Are you okay? Holy cow, you beat them up in a flash. You're so cool. I want to be strong like that when I grow up. Oh, it was nothing. I had some help there too. I was just making sure you didn't kill him. The precinct's just over there. Don't want to keep your parents waiting, right? They arrived at the station to find the parents waiting for them. They scooped up the kids with open arms, relief washing across their faces. This is certainly not the same girl. Even though he said Mina, her name in the quest is girl, so... Fairy and Van were showered with thank yous before they made their way out. Thanks for that, Van. You told the parents to come to the station, didn't you? Huh? Don't know what you're talking about there, sorry. How about you, though? Never pegged you as the type to take initiative like that. You could have just left it to the adults, but nope. You really took the reins there. They kind of reminded me of my own siblings, so I couldn't just leave them alone. Oh yeah, I remember you saying something about that. You got a brother and sister, right? You did kind of give off big sis vibes, the way you were helping them. Hey, that's embarrassing. I am a big sister, though. My little sister's 10, and my little brother's 8. Blood or Jaeger sister, brother? Ugh, your mom and pop got busy. Well, it makes it sound like blood. Must be hectic growing up in a tribe like that. Yeah, being one of the older children, I would help Umi around the house, and I'd look after the other kids too. They'd sneak in combat training whenever I got the time, and sometimes I would sneak a peek at tribal meetings. Wait, really? Oh. It was pretty crazy looking back on it. I didn't get much time to rest because I was always training and helping out. Not to say this job is easy. I'm not slacking, I promise. I'm giving this job my all, just like my training. Hey, don't worry about it. I know you are. How'd the little ones take it when you left? They cry when old Reliable had to leave the nest? Well, yeah. My little brother left a few years ago himself. He only comes back to visit once a year. He's all by himself out there now. He's 8. What? Huh. I want to grow up to be like him, so I feel like that's something I gotta do too. She's older. What do you mean he's on his own? That's what I told my younger siblings when I left. But honestly, I don't know why we need to do this, or why my brother needed to anyway. You could have lent that strength to the tribe and helped us all grow back home. So you never heard why he left? No, but I think Abi knows. He gave him permission to leave. I just wish he would tell me. I see. Well, maybe he had his reasons, and maybe when I'm all grown up, he can tell me. I've got a long way to go before I can call myself a warrior anyway. That's my goal. I'm gonna grow up strong enough for Abi and my brother to accept me as a real warrior. That's the spirit. She's more responsible than I gave her credit for. Feels like I'd have to babysit her at the start, but felt like I'd have to. But nope. Huh? Something wrong, Van? No, nah, it's nothing. Anyway, I got these meat buns from the Eastern restaurant over by Tyrell. Want some? What? How did you know I was so hungry? I'd love some. Those meat buns didn't last long. Van and Fairy quickly resumed their patrol, bellies appeased. Okay.
May Arusha grant you her protection, Van.
Okay. Just more support effect. I want to go check this really quick. No, Station Street.
Taking off now.
It'll only be a second. You. What is your name? Oh. Oh. With a Y? This just really confused me for some reason. Yeah, with an I. Okay, I was like, that's the same girl? She has the same model? Nope, she's a Y in her name. Okay, well, problem solved there. Next, we're doing Yume. Oh, great. Interested in chess. I bet Victor's having an effect on her. Okay. I try not to read too much into them, so in case it like spoils the thing. So I'm just getting a general overview. I hope you're ready, Van. I'm not gonna go easy on you. Someone's eager to learn. I'm impressed you want to try it, and it's pretty tricky for a kid your age. That's okay. I've watched Grandpa play before. It's always looks fun. Why did I do 2 children? I can't do. This is just a basic voice. I'm sorry. I figured he might have had something to do with it. I've seen him playing with his buddies before. Why not ask him to teach you instead of me? I'm sure he'd be really happy to do so. Don't worry about it. And I want to play with you, Van. Alright, if that's what you want, we can go around. With that, Van and Yume started playing. Just the act of teaching Yume how to move the pieces was a struggle in and of itself, let alone all the other rules and complexities of chess. She'd flick her pieces at his to knock him down one moment, and then the next she'd be trying to use already captured pieces as her own. But Van's patience never wavered. He gently and slowly continued teaching Yume the rules behind chess in an easy-to-digest way. Oh, is that how you're gonna play? Yep, my house, my rules. My mistake, Your Highness. Well, as long as she's having fun. Little by little, Yume finally began to grasp the rules. Her tendency to make a move guided just by intuition made her a very unpredictable. Your turn, Yumes. Who's next? I haven't been playing for very long, but her instincts are real sharp already. No hesitation when making a play either. Well, I guess she's still a kid. She's good at catching me off guard. I know, how about this? Take that, your turn, Van. What was that? Whoa, that's a real good play there, kiddo. Keep this up and you might end up going pro when you're older. She's good at catching me off guard. I know, how about this? And then his Zypha lit up. Do you have some sort of crazy powers, little girl? Maybe. I'm just glad you're having fun. Huh? Are you not having fun too? I am. I'm having lots of fun. And it's because you're here, Van. Because you are. You've been so happy lately. You're always smiling now that Agnes and Fairy and Aaron and Rosette are here. What? Was I not happy before that? You ain't wrong, kid. Not a lot to be happy about back when I just started. Just a bunch of shady jobs. I was just seeing the worst in people. I thought I knew what I was getting into, but spend too long surrounded by nothing but darkness and you eventually go blind. I don't think I can thank you enough, kiddo. That bright smile of yours was like a lifeline for me, even when everything else in my life was grim. If only you knew how special you are. No wonder your granddad's so crazy about you. Hey, are you listening to me? It's your turn, Van. Come on. No, sorry, Yums. Okay, my next move is... Hey, you punk. Don't you think it's about time I had my granddaughter back? It's getting late. Crap, I lost track of time. Sorry, kiddo. We'll have to finish our match another day. But I want to keep playing. But okay, I had fun. Look, Grandpa, look, I learned how to play chess. Now we can play together. Yume. Nah, that's why she wanted me to teach her. On second thought, I may have been too strict. You can keep playing with our good-for-nothing neighbor. Just make sure you don't go to bed too late. Really? Yep, you've earned it for making your old grandpa so proud. Just promise to not keep your mom waiting or she might get mad. Yay, I promise. You are such a sucker for Yums. I can't imagine there's much you wouldn't do for her. No one asked you. Let's split into teams, me and Grandpa against you, Van. 2-on-1. Well, that ain't fair, but I'm in. If I get to play your granddad, that means I don't have to hold back, and I don't think so. Only one of us gets to look good in front of Yume, and I'm certain you'd understand who it'll be. Oh boy. 3 of them kept playing deep into the night until an exasperated Paulette finally came to check on them.
More! Teach me more! I can't wait to play!
You're maxed. Wow, Van got 100 HP? Damn. No item for maxing her out. Interesting. I guess it's kind of random. I mean, 100 HP is quite a bit. Instead of an item, well, it's not that much, but okay, we have 5,000 now. It's not that helpful anymore, but oh yeah, I did that before, but then reloaded, so it undid that. But okay, next I'm going to save, and then we're gonna do both of them and see which one to keep. All right, I have saved. There's a street musician that's quickly becoming the talk of the town. How is this related to Nina? She's an actress. Either she's the musician or she just really likes them. They should be talking about Jess. If they're talking about a street musician, I would assume. Van made his way over to the station to see a street musician performance. No, never mind. It is Nina. Sorry, that's way too fast for me. I'll check.
Thank you, everyone. I love you. I hope we meet again.
Why is this voiced? Nothing else is voiced. I can see why people have been raving about her. She's pretty damn good. Wait, she looks kind of familiar. You were great today. I can't wait to hear your next song. I'll be back again for sure. Sorry, but I'm done for the day. I'm just here to say I liked your performance, even though you ever thought about putting a single out? It'd sell like hotcakes for sure. Thanks for the vote of confidence. However, there's no shortage of capable artists out there who can write and perform at my level. The music industry is hard to break into. It's definitely true for no-name artists. You and I both know your songs would take the world by storm if you used your real name. Let's continue this conversation elsewhere, shall we? Street musician, question mark? I'm surprised you saw through my disguise. Not very good. At least do like a ponytail. Then this is her normal hair that she uses all the time. Like, it's always down. Do a ponytail, at least. I even changed the tone of my voice. How did you know it was me? I doubt that.
Thank you, everyone. I love you. I hope we meet again.
Yeah, it sounds the same to me. It mostly came down to luck. I wasn't 100% sure myself. If I only knew you from your movies, you'd have had me fooled for sure. But I've seen you up close and personal several times at this point. I need to get my act together. I've never been found out before now, so maybe I was getting a little careless. So, you like doing stuff like this? I do. I enjoy going out in disguise from time to time. It makes for good practice as well. When I'm on a set, everyone knows I'm playing a part. But when I'm out in the wild, I can take on any role I want, and no one would know I'm acting. It's made for a fun little hobby. So you're acting on the clock and in your downtime. Damn, talk about being dedicated to your craft. I suppose I just can't get enough of it. Although it mostly stems from a complex I've had since I was a child, I don't exactly have a distinct self. Perhaps that's why I've always wanted to act like someone else, and why I ultimately gravitated to acting. Or maybe I just wanted something that'd help me avert my eyes from that uncomfortable truth. My motivation for choosing this career path is purely selfish. I'm sure that my fans would be let down if they knew. I wouldn't call that selfish. It's normal to want to change something you don't like about yourself. You think so? I know so. That said, your hobby's only going to get harder for the higher up you get on the ladder of fame. But I doubt you need me to tell you that. Yes, I know that all too well. The risk of me getting recognized will only grow as I get more famous. But the mounting challenge will only serve to make success all the more sweet. All that talk about you not having a distinct self was a big fat lie. What do you... You said it yourself. The challenge makes success all the more sweet. Those are the words of someone who gets fired up when the odds are stacked against them. That's a pretty unique quality, and it's one that no one I know has. It's not half as unique as your willingness to turn people's words against them. I'm trying to help a friend believe in themselves a little. Oh, I know, I'm only teasing you a little. Really, though, thank you. I feel better about this now. Glad to help. Anyway, please don't tell anyone about this hobby of mine. I'd like it to be a special little secret. Why are you and her and Judith? It's like the same thing for both. Sure thing. She really knows how to knock you off your feet. Guess she ain't an award-winning actress for nothing. After Nina departed, Van resumed patrol.
Now, who should I be next? See if you can spot me next time.
Oh man, she would be maxed out right now if I hadn't done Dingo instead for the movie. It's fine. 3 dags. Oh, level 4. Strength plus 10? Okay, that seems pretty significant. I mean, it depends on like actual stat values at the moment, which 400 strength. Yeah, no. 10 is pretty significant when you only have 400 strength. So, yeah, awesome. I'm going to do the other. Wait. Right, I have to reload. Hold on. All right. Secret meeting. He's in the capital. Got in touch with me out of nowhere. We literally just saw each other. Okay. Van headed to the meetup location, so he just sent mail. Van, over here. My thanks for coming out here. It's been a few hours, yes? Thank you for answering my call. Why are you hiding there? I know you're good with arts and everything, but don't you have your right hand with you, or even just one bodyguard? And as I wrote to you, I managed to lose them for a moment. Shall we be off then? Let us share the night as men, savoring all the dazzling delights of Edith's nightlife. Already kind of regretting this. 30 minutes prior. Calvard's film culture is truly impressive. Big studio or small, they all managed to release some rather fine pieces of cinema. That ordinary members of the public have places like this that they can visit to enjoy such works is also wonderful. We really must work to further their spread into Elsheim. Wouldn't you agree, Nache? Yes, our time at the film festival really heightened my appreciation for movies. Well then, now that to decide our next destination, any ideas? Shouldn't we call it an evening, Your Highness? You have meetings with other Calvardian businesses scheduled for tomorrow and beyond after all. I suppose you're right. Very well, let us return to the hotel, our hotel. As you wish, I'll have them send the car to... What is it? What? There's been a collision along our route back? Get me the details. I need to know exactly what's going on. We can't risk exposing His Highness to any potential danger, no matter how slight. He just turns and runs. A-Team, go to the scene and report what you find. B-Team, search for any viable substitute routes we can take if necessary. That was your big plan? You sure it was okay for you to slip out like that? I guess that's up to you, isn't it? Given the situation, if by some off chance something were to happen to me, I dare say the obvious person to hold responsible would be... Scratch that. I don't just kind of regret this. I want to erase all evidence that this ever happened, and then book it out of here. Now, don't be like that. There's no one better to fulfill this role than you. Think of this as a symbol of my trust. Fine. Where do you want to go anyway? Excellent. You're everything I'd hoped for, Van. I've marked a few places I was hoping to visit. The one closest by would be... Oh, excellent. So this is the rock and roll that's been so popular lately? I dare say the fervor of this music could even sweep me away. We can get closer to the stage. Then let us do so. Hey man, that's a wild getup. This your first time at a live show? Come on man, get into the rhythm. Just match the energy and go wild. You're not matching the timing at all. Go wild. So, like this? What was Van looking at him like... like something was terribly wrong with that? Every one of them government suits around these parts think they're so... they're just something else, huh? We run the country, they say. A bunch of BS is what it is. You're right, yes. Though I'd say that applies more than to more than just government. The hierarchy breeds haves and have-nots, and this zeitgeist of noblesse oblige, instills some sense of duty among the upper class. What's that? Look at Fancy Pants here, talking like he knows everything. Why don't you go back to looking down on us peasants from your penthouse, or... He's harmless, man. Give him a break. I'll treat you to a round if you look the other way for me. No, there's something, a guy who knows what's up. Well, this isn't going as smoothly as I'd hoped. What was your plan here? Just to get food, right? Van and Sharid toured some more entertainment venues before heading for the bathhouse to wash off all the sweat and secondhand booze. This is great. These baths have a different feel to them compared to your average hammam. They're the best place I know for when you need a pick-me-up. Can only imagine what it must be like talking with Big Boss. Indeed, I can't go into details about what we discussed, of course, but one might certainly describe our meeting as taxing, to say the least. I will say, for a man so powerful, he was fairly candid, somewhat anticlimactic, really. But I suppose that's what it takes to win such broad support among the public, after the distrust garnered following the war and the economic crisis. He's a force to be reckoned with, that's for damn sure. I know he's up to something with Renee. Between you and me, I believe my sister would have done a far better job navigating that conversation than I did. Forgot you had a sister. Isn't she a fair bit younger than you? That's right, though her age belies her intellect. Her mind is quite sharp, but unfortunately, her tongue is far sharper. She always feels the need to get a word in edgewise, under the pretext of supporting me as the heir to Elsheim's throne. She and my father, the Grand Prince, both have lofty expectations for me. I hope that, when the time comes, I'll be able to meet them. Sounds pretty rough. You got a lot riding on your shoulders. You're not wrong. I wish to broaden my horizons. Also, I can make Elsheim a nation capable of standing on par with Zemiria's great powers. That's why I decided to come to the Republic. I wanted to study it and take in as much as I could. That was the plan anyway. Despite that, all I did at first was indulge night after night. Not that I didn't enjoy that, mind you. But that free time just left me thinking. What would he say if he were here? What would he do if he were in my shoes? He? Who are you? Oh, you mean that wandering bard, yeah? Glassell knows him. She told me a little about him when we were in Tharbad. He's quite the guy. I caught a wind of a lot of what he got up to through work 2 years ago. How do you not know he is the prince? I guess they can't even recognize people that are very obviously the same person in this world. The very same. He traveled the continent from a young age, advocating for harmony between nations. I had the pleasure of meeting him once before. He'd come to visit Elsheim, and I saw firsthand what kind of a man he really was. Quite the charmer he is. It wasn't long before I held him in the highest esteem. Without knowing he was the prince? Damn. And that's what I've been chasing this whole time, following his example, growing and bettering myself for that goal. I fear, however, that I can never measure up to him. He's special in his own right, and I worry I'll never reach the pedestal I put him on. I feel as though I'm following after a mirage in the desert, so tantalizing, yet forever just out of my reach. Huh, no offense, but that caught me off guard. Didn't realize you had such deep thoughts. Not like I want to tell you what to do or anything, but it looks to me like you gotta start living your own life. My own life? Elaborate. At the end of the day, you gotta strive for something more than just being a copycat. You can't always live in his shadow. You're the only one who can choose how to live your life. So what if you get a little lost in that desert? It's not all sand. An oasis will pop up here and there for you to rest when you're weary. And you know how I'm so sure? Because there are suckers like me who choose to be a spriggan. That's a dark and uncertain path. What I'm trying to get at is there's not just one way to live life or achieve a goal. Everyone has their own compass. But what I do know, really, shouldn't that be a comma? I'm just an outcast, so maybe don't put so much stock in, oh, what do I know? But what do I know? I thought he was trying to lead into something. I'm just an outcast, so maybe don't put much stock in what I say. On the contrary, my friend, what you've said has done a lot to put my mind and heart at ease. I never thought I'd be taking life lessons from the likes of you. It seems you've perhaps lived a richer life than I first thought. Richer is one way of putting it. I don't know if I agree, though. I'm just a handyman who's been in the business for a while now. Did you have a nice bath, Your Highness? I've come to pick you up. Well, you finally found me, Najee. Or, knowing you probably didn't even lose me in the first place. I'm leaning towards the latter. I've definitely found it strange you somehow managed to shake off Zemiria's most fearsome bodyguard. I'll take that as a compliment. Had it been anyone else but you, I wouldn't have allowed him to remain alone. So long as His Highness had a fruitful night out, I suppose it was worth the trouble. Oh, there you go, always a step ahead of me. Thank you, Van. I learned a lot during our rendezvous this evening. I feel as though I've peered a little more into those unknowable depths of yours. I pray you find great success with your assignment in Basel, not only as a client who's retained your service, but as a friend who has bared much to you now, literally and figuratively. Thanks, Your Highness. I promise we'll do what we can to deliver you results. This hasn't been such a bad night after all. I think I have to keep
One
that
of these days, you'll have to come to Elsheim. My sister and I would gladly welcome you.
Ooh, a sun lamp. I think I have to keep that one. It was much more story relevant to what's going on now, and we knew nothing about Prince Shreed compared to Nina. We didn't really learn too much about Nina except for like her attitude, but this one was something that and we maxed him out. I'm keeping it. I don't know. These decisions are difficult. Accessory. 50 ATS, 5 speed, and evasion, and art evasion. Holy. Yeah, this makes sense coming from him. That is a good accessory. I'm definitely... That will give me more ATS than Van has strength, or literally anyone. That's a lot of ATS. Yeah, I think it's better than CP. We can give that to someone else. And that speed, she could always use speed. And she's got a little bit of evasion now. Damn, your arts damage is... I can't wait to see that. Who could benefit from the other thing, though? I guess... Wait, what do you have? 15 CP every turn and accuracy. I want to keep the accuracy. I think all of them have that on. Yeah. Yeah, I'll replace this. Her getting CP would be great as well. Okay. Last thing to do. Movie. And I don't need to reload. Oh, I do need to save though, because we can only watch one movie. How many options? We've already seen Sober Curious. I am curious as to who I'd be seeing it with, so I'll probably click on that last, but yeah, let me save.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, let's watch Wolves Requiem first. Purchase. I don't know who we're gonna see in here. Judith. That would be something. Ron, a young officer of the law, is hot on the heels of a gang he once had ties to. While pursuing the case, he meets a girl named Michelle. She is freed from the clutches of the gang, but they saddled her with an insurmountable debt, with little hope of paying it off. Ron takes it upon himself to look after the girl, who begins to develop feelings for the young officer. Before she can act on it, however, the gang finds her and snatches her away once again. Fueled by the fires of rage, Ron rushes into the hideout and engages the gangsters in a gunfight. He emerges victorious by the skin of his teeth. He rescues Michelle from her captivity, and the two embrace each other at last, overjoyed to have made it out alive. And it was at that moment when one of the fallen gangsters lifted his quivering hands and pulled the trigger. Oh.
Michelle, hold on.
Ron, are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine. See? Not a single scratch on me.
Thank goodness. I fulfilled my promise then. You remember it, right? You're always protecting everyone. So one day, I'll be the one who protects you.
Of course I remember. Save your strength, Michelle. Help will arrive at any moment. Hey, over here! I need a medic now!
Ron, your arms are so warm. When you hold me like this, my fear just melts away.
Damn. Okay, I can see why they maybe would have won the film festival now. It's a little more engaging, like detailed story-wise than Golden Blood. Golden Blood was very action-oriented, for sure, and kind of cheesy writing. That one seemed like it probably had a little better writing. Hey, is that Van I see? Oh. No, hey, Jin. I didn't realize you were here. This time of day's the only stretch I get to myself. V filled me in on everything that happened around the film festival in Tharbad. That's how I learned about the movie, and it winning the first Leon d'Or. When I saw what they were doing, that they were doing reruns, I couldn't pass up seeing it. Makes sense. It won that award for a damn good reason. It's probably the best movie released this year, a real masterpiece. Not to mention that Nina Fenley and her co-star both took the awards for Best Actress and Actor on top of that. I can see why. It was great stuff, lots of macho action and just as much romance that really pulls at your heartstrings. I loved it. It's impressive how gritty they'd managed to depict the conflict between the police and gang, while still being so entertaining to watch. Makes me want to follow Leslie Lom's work and see what else he puts out. Can't say I blame you. The press loves him just as much as movie nerds like me. And I have to imagine he's knee-deep in his next film by now. Looking forward to checking it out as a fan when it's out myself. Conversation continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, they parted, and Van went on with his evening. Selling commemorative brochures. I have to see it. Latest film from the talented Leslie Lom. Ron is a police officer on the trail of a series of crimes committed by a gang he has old ties to when he encounters a young woman named Michelle. Their relationship continues even after the incident until the memory of a certain young man Ron once shot resurfaces. Okay, next movie. Alright, time to see Wyatt's director's cut. Hopefully it's not just the same movie we've already seen. I mean, it is. The director's cut doesn't change the movies, but a sinister pharmaceutical company seeks to shake the very foundation of the world with a deadly engineered virus. Tasked with stealing its design documents, Zoe and her partner, Rick, began sniffing for clues, which led them to the chief developer at the lab. Zoe attempts to get close to her target in a way that she, as an A-class spy, does best. I believe that was the same. Oh, this is not the same.
Stop it, please! I told you, I've already got a boyfriend.
Oh, I heard you loud and clear. I also recall you saying that he's buried neck deep in debt. Tell you what, I'll pay off his debt in full on one condition. Break up with him and be mine. If you still refuse, then I'm afraid I must ask you to resign.
This is Scotty.
So what'll it be?
Oh, Rick. I'm so sorry. Could you at least look away, sir? I'm really not used to this sort of thing.
My, aren't we shy? Very well. Just don't keep me waiting. Yes, that's a good girl. There's absolutely nothing to be embarrassed about. Psych! I'm gonna have so much fun stripping you bare.
Gotcha, you naughty boy.
That's why it's director's cut. I don't know. That's not really R17 to me. There's probably more going on here than just that, but that's not really. Why are you here? This is probably it's probably Judith. Oh. Never mind. Ugh, of all people I could have run into, why did it have to be you? You're not going to tell Agnes about this, are you? Nah, your secret's safe with me, kid. I won't tell your president's friend either. President friend. I just find it quaint that your idea of mischief amounts to some good old lying about your age while you're sneaking out of the dorm. I wasn't talking about that. I mean, I definitely don't tell the girls about those things either. I'm more worried about them finding out what I watched, so... There you are. Oh, I can't believe you of all people broke curfew. You had me so worried. Odette, why are you here? Ren figured if I'd find you anywhere, it'd probably be the movie theater, and what do you know, she was right. I'm glad you at least had Van with you. What did you two watch here anyway? Funny you should ask. Yeah, we ended up catching the same movie. It's supposed to be adults only, but he wanted to see it so badly, I decided to sneak him in with me. What the? I see. What were they playing at this hour that Albert had to ask? Oh, that's what you saw, wasn't it? What? What's with that look? Nothing. You're just a teenage guy at the end of the day. I'm begging you, whatever you do, please, don't tell Agnes. Well, we sold him out so fast. Van's conversation in the theater continued. Unfortunately. Soon enough, they parted, and he went on the rest of his evening. Alright, let's read this brochure. Genius filmmaker Salvatore Gotti's latest masterpiece is Zoe's a female spy belonging to a covert organization, Gambit. While fulfilling her latest mission with her partner Rick, she hears rumors of an agent who goes by the codename Golden Blood. I think that's all the same. Yeah, this version contains scenes cut from the original release. This seems like an important moment in the movie, so it's kind of weird that that had to be added later. You could have just kept her clothed, I guess. Is that really rated R though? It's just a bra. It's not nothing crazy. All right. Well, I'm going to double check the other one and then figure out what I want to save. So I'm going to make sure it's not the same movie, same everything. Okay. It was the same movie. So no, nothing changed there. It was hovering the unpause button just in case, but no, nothing different. I thought you looked familiar. It seems I was more than a little right. Oh, Renee is here. Not used to seeing you here, Renee. Does a CID wunderkind like you ever even have the time to spare to catch a movie? Huh. In my mind, a person who doesn't know when to take a break and catch their breath isn't truly good at their job. In any case, the reviews I read prior to its release made me want to see it, and now I have. I can see how it earned such praise. Nike Marceau does a bewitching job playing a woman with secrets to hide. Really, she's just as immensely talented as one could be. I bet you did like her acting, you government spook. I've heard my share of rumblings of what you're involved in. However, I found the main plot of the movie to be a little tough to follow. Can't say it really grabbed me, at least watching it my first time. Really? You're such a connoisseur, I would have figured you'd enjoyed it. Her performance really reminded me of someone I know, especially the way she chooses to live that world, knowing full well how twisted it is, how despite it all, she embraces it, letting it box her in. Does that sound familiar to you at all? Or is it just me, perhaps? I think it might just be you, pal. And besides, not everybody who chooses to be a recluse turns out to be crazy like her. Not everyone. Van's confrontation, and then they parted. Yeah, this is definitely not one I'd save. I'm pretty sure if anything, if I have another hangout with him, it's guaranteed. So, and we'd already seen it, so we already have the brochure. So, there's no point. I'm probably gonna stick with Albert. Albert isn't even one of the characters I can have a connection to. So, yeah. Wait, it's Jin? Why isn't Jin on the list? What? I'm still gonna go with Jin, I think. We're gonna watch Wolves Requiem and save that one. There we go. So that is saved. I'm so surprised he doesn't have a connection point though. Like, huh? I guess because Fee has one, so it's not like a old character's not getting a relationship thing. Also, Ren's on the list. She's another old character. It doesn't make any sense. Go in here.
Go.
All right. Now we get to finish with a story. What?
Those are impressive results.
Oh, we're very far from the next rank. Okay. Okay. Yep. Finish. Should I call it a night? Tomorrow's going to be another busy day, so I should probably turn in soon. Come to think of it, I know Anya's is going to go by train, but I should probably get what the prince sent me fitted sooner rather than later. Wait, it's the middle of the night. First time doing any major mods to my baby in a while. Might as well have some fun with it. Roughly 2 hours ago? Oh. Phew, that was another close one, but it looks like I made it in time for curfew, just. I'll have to try and get back to my room without running into the dorm mother. I think Fan is proving to be a bad influence on me. I need to keep living my own life and making my own decisions for not letting others make them for me. If I do...
I trust you've made up your mind.
Yes. I imagine Van will be contacting you with our answer soon.
Excellent. Where you'll be going for your educational visitation is also decided then?
Nothing gets past you, does it?
So you know Renee?
Just how much does does Dad know? Not just in general, but about the Blacklight District too.
Reports are regularly given to him on pertinent developments, and I have every reason to believe he reads them. As for the place you reference, I will refrain from commenting there.
Everything is being done with Dad's approval, isn't it? That place is meant to serve as somewhere the overly ripened juices from the fruit of our unprecedented prosperity can pool and gel. A place where the malice and desires of a certain subset of the population can be isolated and effectively controlled.
You truly are sharp, and from more than the influence of your new job. There is no resisting blood, I see. Perhaps you might even consider following the path of the McDowell family's young scion.
Excuse me. Good night.
Okay. Her dad's the president, right?
Oh, yes. My goodness. Do you realize how close you are to breaking curfew? I'm so sorry for being late.
Perhaps I pushed her a little far. It's a bad habit I have when it comes to Elaine, too. Even if I'd still like to believe I'm better than he is. We won't be able to count on the guild this time. I'll need another play.
He really is a crafty one. But I suppose this is just a message from Adios, telling me to see what's going on for myself. I'll also have to take charge of the younger students. This is going to be busier than a simple tea party.
Wait, please tell me she chose Basil as well. Also, Anya's was not late. She was on time. You can't yell at her if she hasn't broken curfew. It was just very close, right? Nothing wrong with that. Oh, we're off auto now. Perhaps we arrived a little early. Odette and Albert are coming from the 10th district, so they should be here before long. I'm really sorry I've asked so much of you. Don't worry, though. Even though I'll be away from the group, I promise I won't let it affect my work. Oh, so she's not coming? Damn. I never had any doubt. In fact, I've already told that... Oh,
Well, you're early. All ready to head out?
almost. The others should be... Why is she the only non-voice one? What? Oh, you finished working on the car. Yeah, a mechanic over in Riverside had to lend a hand, but we got her ready in time. If I squint real hard, and squint hard enough, I can almost fool myself into thinking it's a limo. The maximum occupancy has been improved from 5 to 8 passengers, and it sports its own onboard computer. We could even fit Anya's and her friends now. I suppose you could. You've been up to some interesting business now, haven't you? Not half as interesting as any trip you're in charge of. On the other hand, it's real reassuring to know you'll be around in Basel. Okay. Just in case. I could say the same of you. Why do you seem to know each other so well? We have a little history together, you see. Oh my! Dang dang, another challenger enters the ring. We're talking about 5 years ago here. Stop being such a damn tease. Oh dear, how cold of you. I'm not gonna get a real answer to this, am I? Regardless, what are you all doing here? Oh, right. Hey, Rosette. This is for you, Miss Claudel. There are sandwiches for breakfast, as well as some coffee. Victor and Paulette asked us to give it to you. They made more than enough for your friends to have some, too. How thoughtful of them. I concur, and it smells wonderful, too. Knowing the chief, I'm sure it's sure to be great. What's going on here? Well, let's pretend that was good. I had to get a heartfelt goodbye in before you left. Don't make too much of a show of it, you two. No way. Does she really have a boyfriend at her job? No, she does not. Please, everyone, this is a misunderstanding. We'll go ahead and get out of your hair now.
See you again in Basel, Agnes. Race you there.
Right! Travel safely, everyone.
You're gonna race a train? I'm pretty sure he's gonna win. That train's gonna take forever to take off.
The long-distance passenger train to Basel, Provence de Auge, will soon be departing. Passengers en route to Altair or Crossbell will be transferring at Marthe.
I hope I don't have to pronounce any of that. Oh, I just can't wait. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the Republic's high-tech engineering city? That's right. According to the travel guide, it even has something called an aerotram. So, if I may ask, Agnes, what exactly were you and that man talking about? Come on, the train is departing. Let's get a move on. Why do you care? Nope.
She noticed me. No doubt about it. Former enforcer of the Society and the adopted daughter of the Liberalian Royal Army's commander. Her presence in the Republic clearly isn't a coincidence. Neither the division chief nor Kincaid have any idea what the current administration is up to.
Ah, this is the other girl that is always with Renee when they're breaking us out of the...
Regardless, I will
jail.
fulfill my duty and see that his ideals are not in vain.
I think. Oh, it's pretty foggy. Not gonna pronounce it. I actually forgot how they pronounce it already. I think it's just Mart. Mart? I'm gonna call it. If they make me say it, I'm saying Mart. Damn, this backseat is the life. 8 might be a tight fit, but I could spend a night here for sure. I swear to Adios, if you get dirt on that seat, take off your damn shoes or something. It's It's a shame Agnes couldn't come with us. It's not the same without her. Don't worry, I'm sure she'll have the chance to try out the upgraded back seat soon enough. Even though there's less space for cargo, the computer still fits snugly. What? Yeah, kinda scares me how that crown prince knew how to pick such a perfect gift. Word to the wise, don't ever get in debt to people like that. He says while having the time of his life installing that very same gift. It is weird though. It feels like he's using both us and the guild depending on what he wants to do. Unrelated, but what's Basil like? I've never been, and not even for an operation. Couldn't say I'm the biggest expert myself, but I have been there for a few times for jobs. Located down in southwest Calvard on the walls of Og Canyon, it's a haven of learning and industry. The Institute of Science and the Artisanal District have been around since the Middle Ages. Indeed, alongside those two areas are Newtown, which houses Vern at its center. It sprung up when one of the Professor Epstein's 3 disciples brought in advanced technology. Oh, I know, that was Professor Hamilton from the Central East, wasn't it? Oh, I thought we were going to get that picture of her looking away. The only picture I've ever seen of her. She's just looking away from the camera like a villain or something. At the time, the anti-immigrant sentiment wasn't quite as strong. Professor Hamilton's proposal was quickly accepted by the Institute of Science and the Artisanal District. So 45 years ago, the Institute of Science and the Artisanal Guild came together to establish the Vern Company. They then went on to further orbital technology in new innovative ways. Right, like how Calvard and the Vern Company were the first to develop orbital cars. That eventually led to the 4 big manufacturers being established as affiliated companies. Who are they? Are they just recapping info? They all seem to know the history. And while Calvard pioneered orbital cars, the Empire was the first one to develop orbital trains, and Liberl the first to develop orbital airships. It's amazing the kinds of things a little research uncovers about the history of something so commonplace. All I know, all good to know, too. I'll have to keep it all in mind for my report. And we're not even done, because all of that links to the development of films. It isn't all that. Isn't this all a bit too simple for a topic? Don't be like that. Oh, to be a student again, when I was their age. Wait, I'm only 21. I'm not an old pile of bones yet. Don't tell me. No. She wouldn't be like the next part. We actually don't. I assume that one kid is going to be the next party member. With the headphones. I think they said his name, but I already forgot it. A war 2 years ago, and the lead up to it was a big turning point in tech across the continent, too. Major powers were locked in a heated arms race with each other. The Empire even ended up creating these giant robots. Those Panzer Soldat things, yeah? Yeah. I've seen them in person before, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Wars accelerate the birth of new technology, and that new technology in turn spurs on yet more wars. Liberl's airships are an excellent example of that, since they were first developed in response to a war between it and the Empire. Anyway, it was pretty clear tech-wise that the Empire was ahead of the Republic during the war. Calvard's back on top now, though. Yeah, the reparations and desire to be not be one-upped by the Empire again more than fueled that fire. It's what inspired our Zyphas and the installation of the orbital network all across the country. Word is our military weaponry's got a massive overhaul in store soon too. And the one aggressively advancing all that is... our hot-ass president, or Roy Gramhart. Hot-ass president? It's funny hearing you say it out loud, but yeah, he is pretty hot for his age, huh? He's becoming a big name even in the Empire, for a variety of reasons. I'm sure. Well, that just goes to show how big a deal he is on an international scale. Yeah, for how difficult things were at the end of the war, he's done a pretty stellar job of steering our ship. It is true that the current government is handling things extremely well, but that's more because... Okay, maybe that's not her dad. Because the way she said, I'm sure, and kind of smirked there, I don't know. I feel like if anyone mentioned the president and it was her dad, she would be angry. Either way, large influxes of Mira and major changes on the world stage often manifest as distortions in society. I don't know whether the facts got anything to do with what we're going to investigate.
Try to sniff around for signs of trouble while we're there, right?
Miss Perfect's thing shown when we were talking about the place. You already know there's trouble going in.
We will be on the lookout for anything we can glean regarding the many major ongoing projects in the city, as well as ready to sniff out any significant groups and organizations that may be at work.
Right. Together with Agnes, too.
I didn't even have to say anything, huh? Yeah, you're right on. Wait, is that actually gonna beat the train? Oh no. There are too many curves. I thought Ferry was driving, but steering wheel's on the right. I don't think anyone drives as good as you, Rosette. You know just how to make those little subtle moves to work with the flow of traffic. Yeah, never seen anyone drive so straight. Is that a talent? Why, thank you very much. Of course you've got an international license. What did I expect? I know I'm a perfect 5 on the driving scale, but I don't mind leaving the work to a solid 3 like you. Better than you than the 2 over here. Yeah, she's pretty damn... Wait, am I the 2? That's right, Chief. Better get your act together. Don't you worry, though. You ever really want to make her scream, I'm here. You rat bastard. Don't think you can satisfy my girl with how rough you handle... Mr. Arkride, a child is present. I wonder what Agnes is up to. The only one awake? No, Ren's awake for sure. Your great-grandfather left that behind, yes? It must be very precious to you if you even brought it for our visitation. It is, yes. It's no exaggeration to say that I am who I am because of this. Though recently it's given me an awful lot to think about. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't seem to me like you have any regrets about it, at least. You're right, I don't. Someone told me that I make the calls on what I want to do with my life. Maybe I haven't made all the right ones, but even still, my world has truly broadened, and I've gotten to know so many wonderful people. I've come to know the nation of my birth from angles I never thought possible. And thanks to that, I'm now beginning to see how I should face the man moving this country forward. Okay. Not even trying to hide it, are you? Wasn't it supposed to be a secret to everyone but these two? True, it was. But I don't know. I get the feeling it's fine if you know, too. Ever since meeting you in April, you've been so kind to me. You're the one who connected me to Van, so... I'm like I kept going back. Well, she basically confirmed. Yeah, her dad is Roy. Oh, I see now. You pushed me to use the orbital net specifically so I'd find his office, didn't you? Bingo. If it matters, we hadn't seen each other since we first met for a request 5 years ago. He wasn't even aware that I had come to Calvard as a foreign exchange student. It doesn't matter, of course, but then why did you take his arm like that? to see your reaction. I can't believe you.
But really, I like hearing how you got to know him. He must have been so kind to you back then, huh?
How did you know?
Well, because you introduced me to him. You're always looking out for us, Ren. So I know you would never steer any of us in the direction of someone you didn't truly trust.
Well, okay, you got me there. He was very kind, yeah. The one who gave me the push to go from being Kitty to who I am today. He had just started out as a spriggan, and he wasn't the most sensitive or competent. But he stayed with me, struggled with me, and showed me a path to the people I love most in this world.
Wow, I had no idea. I guess Van's always been Van. So after you met him, you were able to reunite with your loved ones?
That's right, and they're why I'm here now. They're the ones who encouraged me to study abroad, so it's thanks to them that I was able to meet all of you. And through some twist of fate, I accepted the position of student council president and am now heading up this little trip. You really never know where fate will take you.
Tell me about it.
Does he still obsess over sweets, by the way? I also remember him going on and on about cars.
Okay, you know this already. We did your little thing and then you bribed him with sweets.
Oh boy. If anything, he's an even bigger fiend about them than he was before. At least, according to someone who knows him much better than I do, he is.
Ah, the resident A rank. Seems like they have quite the sordid relationship. Just what exactly is going on between them? I know you've got to be curious.
Not at all. Though, I, might have a small idea.
Honey, it's not gonna worry. He's 8 years older than you.
Crap. It'd be weird if we woke up now. Plus, I want to hear more of what Ren has to say. Kinda seems like Agnes needs a little boost from us, so we better do what we can to be there for her.
I still refuse to acknowledge that guy and his operation as legitimate. But since we're going to the same place, I'm happy to keep an eye on her as her friend.
Oh no. This is the student episode. Well, not episode, chapter. That's the word. Oh! Oh, it kind of looked like the car was...
Next stop is Basel, Provence de Auge, the terminus of this express line. Our next stop is Basel, Provence de Auge, the...
De Auge.
Please ensure you have all your belongings with you when disembarking the train.
Oh!
Finally.
We're getting close.
Nice.
That's the exit right there.
Holy. They're driving into the sun. Yep. Wait, is this episode coming out on October 23rd? No, that can't be right. The dates in this game are lining up with my releases quite closely.
Oh, Van! Just look at this!
What is up with this place? What a wild sight.
On the left is Newtown. Off to the right is the artisanal district.
Yeah, and up top is the Basel Institute of Science. We're gonna be going around till we hit the parking lot in front of Vern HQ. Time for us to have a chat with the CEO.
Anyone played FF15? I don't know why. Immediately, the second we went through that while we were going through the tunnel even, it just felt like Lestalem. Which you might remember that if you played. It's not exactly a giant city, but looks a lot like this. Auto was still on. Amazing. I can't believe the city exists in the middle of a ravine. Fern HQ, I knew it was big, but seeing it up close is just redonkulous. Oh, and is that the aero tram I spy in with my little eye? Oh, wow. These are markedly different Those are markedly different from the trams in Heimdall. Yo, this place is legit. Mad respect. This looks to be the showroom floor for cars. That sounds right up Van's alley. Got one-track mind. All right, everyone, let's get checked in at the hotel first. Once we drop off our bags, we can go pay the fine people of the Vern Company a visit. Where is the parking lot here? Oh. Oh, what? I guess we're going to the hotel later? Or is this where we're permanently? So this is why they call it a planned city. And they developed the whole thing in big chunks. Whoa, the HQ is bigger than anything I've seen in the capital. Fitting for a republic's largest private company. And I believe that hotel over there is where the students from Artemis are staying. Oh yeah, we're staying in different places. Of course. Yo, Van, we're in the artisanal district, right? Van? What's he looking at? Motor Pavilion? Right. Should have figured he'd get sidetracked by big wheels. And he calls me a kid. Don't knock until you've tried it. It looks like a nice little place. I'll take you there later if you want. For now, though, let's get down to business. Okay. He's got a good eye. Small wonder that he's connected to the chief. At any rate, I need to focus on my work. What the hell are you doing?
This place is quite nice. Very calm and tranquil.
I think plain's the word you're looking for. Would it kill them to glitz up the joint a little?
I mean, it's not that bad.
Not everything's gotta be like Longport, kid. Anyway, let's have a chat with the receptionist lady.
This looks like a very real, normal building. Who are these two? President Rooster, if you could greenlight some budget allocations for this new project, then we... Absolutely not. We're stretched too thin as it is. We already have 2 major projects. We can't handle a third without new hires. Come back to me with an impact plan and we'll go from there. That's going to be tricky. We don't have the budget space to fit much more. It's a high priority project direct from Vern Company. We would have loved to cooperate on this project, but, well, that's not what I'm worried about. It's more the budget. Okay. It's just about a nameless project and a budget concern. Welcome to the Vern Company. What brings you here today? We're Arkride Solutions from the capital. We're here on an official request from Elsheim. Ah, good. Mr. Tossend has been expecting you. They'll say his name. Take the elevator on your left to the meeting room. It's on the 20th floor. They already said his name once. I just forgot it. Because it's either Tossend or Tosend. Hey, there's the kid. Bill.
Arkride Solutions. So you're the investigators that Elsheim hired.
Pretty much. They asked us to look into various problems that have hit
Putting
Basil.
their noses where they don't belong. It's nothing. Let me get straight to the point. Any concern is unfounded. We have everything under control.
Do you now? If you could please explain. First, regarding the instability of the orbital nets within the city, it was discovered that it was a simple matter of heavy traffic on the net. And just like with our orbital distribution network, the problem has been solved. Isn't that so?
Yes, generally speaking. The maximum delay of 8.3% is down to 0.35% as of this morning.
That does sound like a big drop, yeah. You still got that 0.35% hanging around, though. And ideally, that should be 0, yeah? Smells to me like there's still some stuff to figure out there. And that ain't the only issue you're dealing with, is it? What about the swell of visitors buzzing around the city? Is that not obvious? Basel is the beating heart of Calvard's industrial sector, home to my Vern Group, and with nearly 100 partners and subsidiaries. That's thousands upon thousands of employees, contractors, and managers, all acting of their own accord. New hires from all over come in every day. So naturally, the city appears busy. An influx of visitors, particularly at this time of year, is nothing to fret over. Even bad faith visitors, spies are all the rage these days, you know? Huh. I'm not sure what you've heard out there, but I advise against parroting such unsubstantiated claims. Your evidence, please? Though we've yet to investigate this issue, your dodging of the question implies you also lack the evidence to prove or deny the allegations. That's what we're here for, Mr. Tossend. To conduct this investigation on your behalf. So yeah, if we find anything, and I do mean anything, we'll let you know. Yeah, fine. Do what you will. Squabbling further over this would be a waste of time. Silesian? Oh, please say his name. If you would. Is that how you say that? D-rank ID card? Okay. Do we get to move up to A at some point? Oh yeah, I heard about these. These are temporary issue security cards for visitors such as yourself. The city implemented them last year. With these, you're free to use the Aerotram to travel to Newtown in the Artisanal District. You can't take the upper-level Aerotram to the Institute of Science, however. Huh? Why not? Wait, hold up. Appreciate it. We'll go and get to work then. Wait, given our public position, we have to make sure the Principality saves face. I personally don't think this warrants an investigation by the likes of you, but we nevertheless prepared a point of contact for you. What? Quatre?
My name is Catra Silesian. I'm an assistant at the Institute of Science. My name is Catra Silesian. I'm an assist. My name is Catra Silesian. My name is Catra Silesian. I'm an assist.
Catra Silesian. Catra Silesian. Okay, that's a weird. I think I got it. Catra Silesian. Okay.
I have other business to attend to, so I can't always provide you with support. But should you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me.
Well, we'd appreciate that. Can someone give him a nickname? Aaron would give him a nickname.
Huh. That's an unusual hollow.
Nah, don't worry about that. Actually, if you don't mind me asking.
Yes?
No, it's just, don't take this the wrong way, okay? I was just wondering what pronouns to use for you. Wow.
Huh?
Are you out of your mind? Catre is very pretty, but he doesn't really have a female physique.
Of course I don't! I'm a guy!
I'm surprised Van would ask. Look, seriously, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised in a Japanese game that they would actually write it. You're about 14 or so, give or take. At that age, I figured it was possible you could be either. The fact that he doesn't ask anyone else, though, it means, specifically he was wondering, I'm unsure. You must have skipped more than a few grades if you're an assistant at the Institute.
I suppose you could say that. I'm actually 15, by the way. But I guess it's fine. Sometimes people do get the wrong idea from afar.
I'll be honest, I did as well when you first appeared on screen. I'm like, I don't know that girl, but, I wasn't sure at first with the way his coat covers him either. Yeah, but who makes the mistake as close as he is? Man, I sure as shit do not want to get old. Aaron, I also was confused about... No, not really. It was quite obvious he was who he is in a disguise. Enough. If you're all done, then please get out of here. I'm a busy man after this. Mr. Tossand, sir, the students from Aramis Academy have arrived. All ready? Well, let them through. So, Legion, I'll be counting on you yet again. You're staying for 3 days, yes? Good luck clearing out the gutter, so to speak. Okay. Not even trying to be subtle. He's a real pain in the ass, but that makes it easier for us to move around at least. Works for me. Now you're starting to get it. Oh, shut up. He said there were no problems, but he certainly didn't act like that was the case. I agreed. He might not have the answers, but he most certainly has cause for concern, or at least that is how it appeared to me. I don't believe it'll be easy to get anything out of him. I don't believe any part of this is going to be easy. We'll have to tackle it from a few different angles, which means Agnes and her group will definitely get different info out of him, which is great. Oh? Aren't they? They were in front of the central station this morning. So he's really Agnes's boyfriend from her part-time gig? I told you that's not true. Right, my bad. How's it going, good students? We're just here for work. Good luck with the whole school trip thing. Okay, that's gonna make everyone... Wait, I think they actually... It was really quiet, but I heard a collective gasp at the exact same time I did it. I know I'm in her corner. I still want no part of this. Welcome, students of Aramis. Right this way. Quatre Silesian. Can I call him Q? Q seems... No, I'll go by his full name. It'd be too much work to try to translate. These are your C rank certification cards. What, they get a C? They're primarily for outside trainees, so you'll have to access to the Institute and the Aerotram. Thank you very much. Wowee, so we can ride the Aerotram as much as we want? And we can visit the Institute of Science. This will help our reports big time. Then each group is free to do what they want. We'll meet back up at the hotel lobby around 6:30. Remember, you'll be punished if you're late. Yes, ma'am. You won't catch me being late. Hey now, don't threaten the first years. Anyway, let's make sure this is a fruitful one, this visit. Let's get moving, underclassmen. Not even trying with that. I don't know what's going on. There's so many students. Then I'll leave you all to it. If you need anything at all, just contact me via the number I gave you. See you. Hold on a second, Quatre Silesian. I've heard quite a few things about you, like how you're the professor's favorite student. Ren. Wait, then... You see, I'm a foreign exchange student from Liberl, so we just so happen to have met through a contact at ZCF. We had quite a wonderful chat after she read all of my past papers. ZCF? I've met both Professor Russell and his daughter, so... wait, papers? Don't tell me you're... Oh, never you mind that. To circle back to my original point, I have a request to ask of you. My friend here will be operating on her own. Could I ask you to take her to the artisanal district for me? Ren.
I see. So you're already getting a move on then.
Aw, and I was hoping we could hang out for a little bit too.
Sorry for deciding this on my own, you two.
Nah, it's fine. We've got 3 whole days, right? And you'll be back come nighttime anyway. We'll be counting on one heck of a report.
Just be careful, okay?
Of course.
Is this, perhaps related to... In any event, I don't mind. I just so happen to have business in the artisanal district, so it works out. I'll show you the way.
Agnes Claudel. I'm a first year at RMS Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Well.
Uh-oh. Oh. Interesting. He definitely needs to be a party member then. And then always have this secret crush on Agnes while she has a crush on Van. And then just a little circle. Well, Van doesn't have a crush on anyone, so that breaks the circle. He very, very clearly likes Elaine. Agnes said she'll be here in 15 minutes. That's surprisingly quick. Well, and Paulette. Maybe Paulette, too. I was about to suggest we get started if she's going to be much longer. All right, then. While we're waiting, it's Engadine time? Engadine? What? Right now? Yeah. Oh, it's a food. We gotta order ahead of time so we can dig in as soon as Agnes gets here. Hold on. Yeah, apparently it is kind of pronounced Engadine. And it is German. It's a German food? I guess. I thought so. Real slick. Should we order one along with some coffee then? I've never heard of it, ever.
Then I'm counting on you to lead the way, Mr. Salesian.
Of course. Happily. Once we catch the Aero Tram, we'll be at the artisanal district in no time at all. By the way, you're older than me, aren't you? Mr. might be a little stiff. You can just call me Katra, if that's all right.
Or Q.
You don't mind? Then Katra it is. Oh, but I'm only older than you by a year, so I don't want you to be too stiff with me either. Why don't we talk like we're old friends?
Okay. I'll keep it casual then. I get the feeling you're always told to loosen up a little more.
That's right. My friends never let me hear the end of it, but I can't help the way I talk. I know I'm repeating myself, but it really is a pleasure, Katra.
Same to you. Now, should we get going?
Yay, we're playing as... I knew it. I knew it. All right, we have to play as Agnes and look around and then take the tram and go meet up with everyone. That'll definitely wait till the next one, but this is interesting. I like this duo here. It's very... she is definitely going to be leading him on. He certainly has an immediate crush. I can... Obviously. It's very, very obvious, but... Agnes doesn't know what she's doing. All right, so in the next episode, we're going to be looking around really quickly and then moving on with story. Probably going to open up the other district and look around with everyone after, I would assume. So there's probably going to be a lot of NPC dialogue in the next one. For sure. I mean, we got to a new city, so thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.